All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to talk about the heavyweight fight that just took place between Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte, and it did not disappoint too much. But Dillian Whyte, man, dog, gets done the same way he got done against Oleksandr Povetkin. Let's talk about that in this video. This video is brought to you by Boxing Showtimes. A new professional boxing schedule in your pocket. It helps you to keep updated on boxing events and details. Also assists you when you want to find bars near you to watch fights and allows you to set reminders for upcoming fights. Download the Boxing Showtimes for your smartphone and your tablet. Thank you again to our newest sponsors, Boxing Showtimes. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to talk about the heavyweight title fight that took place between Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte today in the UK in Wembley Stadium. And the fight went pretty much the way you would expect that fight to go. Tyson Fury does his job. Dillian Whyte, man, let me talk to you about Dillian Whyte. But before I do that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're a longtime subscriber or a recent subscriber to the channel, thank you so much for your support for the channel. If you're new to the channel, please support the channel by subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. All right, so we had a fight took place in the UK. Didn't talk about it all week because I was pretty sure that I knew how that fight was going to go. You have Tyson Fury, who I do believe has proven himself to be the best heavyweight in the world, fighting Dillian D-Ball Whyte in an entertaining fight. However, Dillian Whyte showed exactly what we knew about Dillian Whyte before Dillian Whyte got in the ring with Tyson Fury, which is that Dillian Whyte has absolutely positively no chin at all. And as soon as you touch that man on that button, that man is going to get up out of there for sure. And that is exactly what happened with Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte. Now, to give Dillian Whyte his credit, I thought Dillian Whyte was putting up a good fight against Tyson Fury for the first couple rounds. I do believe that he wound up getting knocked out in the sixth round. In the sixth round, Dillian approached him, was coming forward, trying to land body shots, continually getting hit, at least on the gloves by check hooks by Tyson Fury. Pretty much throughout for the first several rounds, Tyson Fury was just touching him, hooking him, touching him, and got Dillian Whyte ready and willing and waiting for that uppercut, which wound up taking him out pretty much the first time he shot that uppercut. He pawed around at the top, with his left hand around the top. He pawed around with the right hand, and then pretty much got Dillian Whyte comfortable, looking for the shots here, and then Tyson Fury just perfectly timed uppercut, landed right on the chin. Boom, Dillian Whyte gets up out of there, man. Pretty much the same way that Oleksandr Povetkin knocked out Dillian Whyte with an uppercut. So I do believe that is it for Dillian Whyte as far as being a top level heavyweight. That was not a war. That was pretty much just a sparring match until Tyson Fury finally connected with him with a one-shot knockout. And I think the one-shot knockout came primarily because Dillian Whyte cannot really take a firm shot against him. I do believe that this is the third time that Dillian Whyte has got knocked out. He got knocked out by Anthony Joshua before Anthony Joshua won a title. I think that was for the British Commonwealth belt. He wound up getting knocked out in a shock knockout against Oleksandr Povetkin. And Alex with the pretty much the exact same shot that Tyson Fury wind up knocking him out with. So, if I have to say that there is a blessing for the fight, it's that we don't have to hear any more about Dillian Whyte being taken advantage of and not getting his shot at the WBC belt. Now, I might also want to add that I think that is the reason why we never had Dillian Whyte take Luis Ortiz up on his invitation to fight him, I hope I didn't say Luis Ortiz. I hope I didn't say Victor Ortiz. Luis Ortiz's invitation to fight Dillian Whyte, or Dominic Brazil's invitation to fight Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is he's a solid fighter. However, if you can't take a punch in the heavyweight division, somebody touches your lights and that's going to be it. Now, I'm going to tell you something else though about this fight, which I found really, I really wasn't happy with, man. And that was ESPN's coverage of the entire situation in the heavyweight division. They were extremely, extremely disrespectful of both Anthony Joshua, but specifically of Alexander Usyk. When they started talking about Tyson Fury, they talked about Tyson Fury as if he was the only real champion in the division, and how even though there's 4 belts, and they called them alphabet belts, even though there's these other alphabet belts, those other alphabet belts don't really matter because Tyson Fury is the lineal champion, and that's the real fighter that matters. So he is the real heavyweight champion, and Alexander Usyk is not the heavyweight champion. I found that to be very, very disrespectful of Alexander Usyk, and I'm going to tell you right now, Alexander Usyk can beat Tyson Fury. After watching that fight with Dillian Whyte and seeing how that fight progressed, I'm telling you right now that Tyson Fury, in order to prove that he is the best heavyweight in the world, needs to fight Alexander Usyk. If Alexander Usyk beats Anthony Joshua in that rematch, which I expect him to do, because Dillian Whyte was doing fairly decent work with Tyson Fury, going to the body, going to the body, jabbing him fairly decently. I thought he got dirty with Tyson Fury, but Dillian Whyte just doesn't have a chin at all, and he was sitting there and got set up for that uppercut. I do not believe that is going to be the case with Alexander Usyk. I think that the height and the size advantage was not as big an issue with Tyson Fury in this fight with Dillian Whyte, and I'm telling you, it's going to be a different fight with Alexander Usyk. If Alexander Usyk beats Anthony Joshua in their rematch, Alexander Usyk needs to be given credit for being the excellent world-class top pound-for-pound fighter until he got into the heavyweight division, because I don't put top heavyweights in a pound-for-pound conversation, but that's me. Until he beats Alexander Usyk, he is not the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, and if he's going to continue to fight, needs to fight Alexander Usyk. I found it very, very, very disturbing how much time they spent on dismissing Alexander Usyk and dismissing Anthony Joshua as legitimate contenders to fight Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury has known to be able to get touched on the chin and get dropped. Anthony Joshua is a very, very big puncher. He's a long puncher, and he is not easy to set up with one fight. He's a significantly better fighter than Dillian Whyte is, and he has the power somewhat similar to a guy in Deontay Wilder who put Tyson Fury on his back multiple times. Even though Tyson Fury won that fight, that was not an easy fight for Tyson Fury, where Tyson Fury was dominating him in all kind of different ways. I really do chalk that win up in the fashion that win took place to the fact that Dillian Whyte has already been exposed by several other fighters, or excuse me, a couple other fighters, in what his weaknesses are. He got that man comfortable, planned for that uppercut, hit him with that same uppercut that Alexander Povetkin hit him with, and that's it. But he definitely needs to be more respectful to Alexander Usyk, fight Alexander Usyk if he's going to continue to fight. If Alexander Usyk gets by Anthony Joshua, because that, I'm telling you, is not some surefire easy fight for Tyson Fury. And if he retires without fighting Alexander Usyk, that's just going to be a duck, and it's going to be a black mark on that man's career. And I'm going to be verbal about it because it was just so irritating to listen to ESPN just completely brush that man off like that man does not deserve credit for being a 3-belt unified fighter. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.